manager Russell Slade. In commentary in the first half, I described you as prowling up and down the touchline. Is that a good description of your persona at the time?
That's not bad, to be fair. Probably angry prowl would be better.
Yeah. Because you weren't happy. Danny Green staying alongside me, and he said you did tear into the players somewhat at the interval.
Well, sometimes there's a need to make them understand their responsibilities, because it's all about them doing their jobs. That's the most important thing when they go out on that pitch. Do your jobs and do it consistently and do it to a high standard. That wasn't met after the first 45 minutes.
Why do you think it was such a lethargic start? 2 goals for Truro inside a quarter of an hour?
I thought we were very slow on the ball. Our build-up was too slow. We were giving the ball away. And I had to take that away from them, that responsibility in the second half. Went more direct, rather than giving them the opportunity to take the ball from the back. Brought 2 big strikers on, and we played off the front a little bit more. Now, forgive me, and sorry to the fans if it was a little bit too direct, but I thought that was the way we could get at the opposition in the second half, and I needed to take away a little bit of responsibility from the players in order that we could be playing in their half and putting their back four under pressure, because we hadn't done that in the first 45 minutes. And in the second half we put them under pressure, whether it was from a cross, whether it was taking them on, whatever we did, we put them under a lot more pressure in the second period.
And you had to do that. This is the FA Cup. You didn't get one chance at it.
That's what I told them. That's what I told them at half time. This is the FA Cup. And are we going out of this cup competition with 45 minutes to go with a whimper? I don't think so.
It next of all, as you say, you did go direct, and I don't think Truro coped with it that well.
Yeah, I mean they're quite a technical side, and even on the reports they said that. But sometimes I think you have to. The word's probably bully, but maybe too strong. But you have to ask questions of them in battles, in 1v1s, and we did second half in duels, and we started winning those battles, those first contacts, second contacts, and that started to turn the game, and we were getting behind them and down the sides of them, putting balls into the box, and in the end, that's what caused the damage.
But you made changes from Tuesday, one of which was Peter Vincenti. How did you feel he played on his Hereford debut?
Yeah, some good things with Pete, but he hasn't played for an awful long time. I think he's going to be a real asset to us as he settles in with the group. He's only had like an hour and a half's training with us so far. But honestly, he'll be absolutely fine. I kept him on the pitch just for the fitness, really. I could have taken him off and left Nico on, but Nico's played very well in the last 2 games, and didn't want him also to get any injuries unnecessarily. So I pulled Nico off, and he was ready to come off. Bless him, he's put in the right shift the last 2 games.
Well, you're into the next round, Monday lunchtime draw. Looking forward to that?
Oh, of course I am. I said to you, I love a cup run, and I'm thinking, are we going to go out the cup right? No way. We had to change the mentality a little bit and the attitude, and it was about attitude in the second half. Did we really want it in the second half? Yeah, we did. And we asked a lot of questions of them. In the end, we got the goal. And what was nice is the free kick we worked on in training.
Came on. Well done. 2 back-to-back home games still to come. 2 games in the National League North still to come. Kettering at home next Saturday, and then Leamington not too far to go on a Tuesday night. So you've got to put your league head back on again.
Yeah, no, totally. We have a couple of sessions in order to do that, recover from the 2 games that we've just had. But I'm looking for that consistency, as I say. Do your jobs, that consistency, and do it to a high level. We've been demanding that in training, and they're going to have to get used to that, because they won't be allowed to switch off. If they switch off or they're not doing the jobs, then I have no choice but to make changes, and if I have to make them quickly, I have to make them quickly to turn it around, because this football club, we want to be winning football matches. We want to go on a journey. We want to do that together.
How many injuries have you got picked up today?
Hopefully not too much. There's a few stiff bodies in there. They might have been a bit stiffer if they'd have carried on like they did second half. But no, unfortunately, I think we're okay. I'll ask the physio before I go, but I think we're okay.
Well done today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Obviously, there was a couple of key moments in the game. Stroke of half-time, they had the chances cleared off the line. If they went 3-1 ahead of half-time, it could have been a different second half potentially.
Well, I think football's always going to be a game of ifs and buts, isn't it? But it's about taking those. It's about taking those opportunities, and you know, in the end, we've taken 5 opportunities that have come our way. And that's been enough. And that should be enough at home. That should be enough
absolutely.
To win a football match.
Do you think your players maybe taken Truro lightly, especially in the first 15 minutes when they went 2-0?
I don't think they took them lightly, but the decisions they were making, maybe I gave them too many decisions, you know, choices to go and play and accept the ball, but they were giving 10-yard and 15-yard passes away and then getting caught on the ball. We were creating problems for ourselves, so we were making poor choices. So at half-time I took those away from them.
And Carl Finn was on the bench today, so he's been on loan at Stourbridge. Have you kept an eye on how he's been doing?
Of course, he's been training. He's not missed a training session. He's finished doing fine.
Okay, because obviously you can name 7 substitutes today, so reason why you put him on. And
Yeah. And you know, any other stage he might have got on if we'd have had an injury to Nico early on. That would have been a possibility for Finney to go on. They're all going to get their opportunity at some stage.
And a new goalkeeper you've brought in. He was on the bench today.
Yeah. We did that because our second choice goalkeeper has got a wrist problem, and I think it was too risky to not have a second goalkeeper and another option today. To be honest,
yeah.
I'd have been annoyed with myself if anything had happened to Brad, and then I was looking around and I'm thinking it's either Tim or Wingy that's got it.
Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Just waiting for the